When you're getting a lot of layers going on, and it gets kind of confusing. Right now I got like all these layers and they're running something, but I'm not sure what. Now it's time to kind of think of groups. So I got this layer. The layers on are what I want on, except for the concept. I like just this on right here. So what I'm going to do is take this layer, which is important, this layer, which is important, and this layer, which is important, and take and layer group those together. Okay? And now if I shut that off, I got the whole concept off. And if I want to go in and make changes, I can to that group. Any new addition to that group I can make just by going into the group, have it highlighted, and make a new layer. And if I have a layer out here made and make a new layer, it'll make it outside that group. What I generally try to do is probably make go all the way back. Like, let's go back to maybe the concept of the rows. And what I'll start is a new project or a new layer. Wait till I get almost all the way done with the layer, and then I will add it to the group. This way, I'm never messing around with the core concept. I'm coming up with this stuff first and then adding it to it later. I love doing roses. They're just kind of a bunch of nonsensical lines that form kind of like the outside of the rose, and then what I do is start working the petals into it. And then for every one that I think that should overlap on a different layer, I just do that. I just start thinking, well, this petal goes on top of this petal. This petal might not have that. And what it comes down to is there's like this little heart bud in the middle that you can kind of work your way into. And its shape is always different, always. And this is where you got to really kind of learn how to blur your vision a lot more than anything, because then you can start seeing the rose take shape. So I just kind of keep working for them, cutting back, looking at it. If you're gonna be a successful tattoo person, don't use concept. I mean, don't use like pictures, okay, at all. I mean, forget the idea of being able to drag any kind of reference out with you at all, and then go from that. If you bring a magazine, you'll find that the client usually finds a picture of a rose and then sticks by that design, and then if she'll want or they'll want that design, not knowing that you can come up with some kind of really cool stylized thing just off the top of your head. So barely ever keep reference except for animals and maybe just for the shape of them. And you can see once I start nailing down a concept, I'll switch to a bigger brush and start working on these bigger forms and start locking them in. Alright, so more about this in the next video.